Okay, so welcome to this video, and in this video we'll be trying to calculate or trying to solve how do we find the pH scale of weak acids and then weak bases as well. Those are the two things we are finding for in this video. So what is a weak acid? A weak acid basically is any acid that doesn't dissolve completely. That means let me give you an example, CH3COOH. This type of acid does not dissolve completely, meaning the hydrogen, all the hydrogen ion does not ionize completely in water. So you have CH3COO. That's what you have. You don't have the H completely, you don't have this other H completely removed. All that you have is only one H. So that means this is a weak acid compared to when I have H2SO4. If I dissociate H2SO4, I will have H2 plus SO4. Why? Because hydrogen completely ionizes in water. So that's the explanation for weak acids, and then we would be walking through how do we find their values, how do we find the pH of weak acids. So let's start with that. This is the formula that you're going to use. It is H plus equals to square root Ka times C. Now, you would always be given your constant. This is called a constant. That K is called a constant. You always be given a constant in your questions. So, let us start. So, we are given C is our concentration, and we have mole per dm3. And how do we know it is a weak acid? There are two ways you know that you are told to find the pH of a weak acid. You look at the acid, and anytime you are given a constant, it is a weak acid. So, this acid is called acetic acid. Acetic is a weak acid, and then you are given a constant. So let's begin solving. So we have H plus equals to square root. What's our Ka? 1.8 times 10 raised to the power minus 5 times 0.1 dm cube. So if you punch in this value in your calculator, punch in the value, you have H plus equals to 1.8 times 10 raised to the power minus 6. We are meant to find the square root. The square root of 1.8 times 10 raised to the power minus 6, punch it into your calculator. You will have, sorry, there's no square root again. By the time you punch it into your calculator, your answer will be 1.34 times 10 raised to the power minus 3. So now we can start using what we learned about yesterday. We can start putting our log. So we have H plus equals to minus log 1.34 times 10 raised to the power minus 3. So, remember yesterday I said what you have is your pH would be this value 3 minus log this value 1.34. And so if you punch in your calculator, you will first of all have to find what is log 1.34 in your calculator, then subtract it from 3. Our final answer is 2.87. This is the pH for acetic acid, given the concentration and the constant of acidity. Let us move to the next question, which is when we are trying to solve or trying to find the concentration of bases.